Ghana mampani Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo eba aban mu a no hunu se da bi wo hwe se de enwoma bi esi koso ewo mem ha corruption adokro oman yi a entimi emmoa ema na mamuo no enkoso enti ote aseye bi a na ye frɛ no Office of the Special Prosecutor na asasuye no ebehwe ama corruption na ekoso ewo oman mu ene enwoma enipa bi wo ha na wabo oman no krono enipa bi na waye ade bi a etwa se yede no egina emra no na saa office we no ahwe ene se nipa no ayeden edi no nyonyonyo se de emra no etie na nyame na dom a onya atumi no ote saa office no wie special office of the prosecutor no ewie no penikese ono na oyi no a ode no eto ano eye openikese Martin Amidu oyemranimni na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ede ne to saa adwumakuo yi anase saa aseye ya no se onhwe na corruption sa ekoso ewo man mu a emmoa man no emfa ne ntuma pa efra no na onhwe na ontu ase obu ha na wabo man no krono na Office of the Special Prosecutor enso so edi nachi edi oman no asem ayeden amaye nyina na se sika bi kra ne se akodi baabi a na wabo moden eden agi eni so ade hunu a ompani edite saa aseye ni nyina no enno na openikasi a se the medical kan no omudi kan edene to ano eye onmunyamfo Martin Amidu a oye mranimni na openikasi yi ebefa akonwa ase special prosecutor no oye adwuma na koduru baabi ohwe no se no nioma ekoso no se wankasa daachi bi enchirima ebebo no triso se wankasa daachi bi enchirima ebeka se wede oka ho se de mpanifo bu bi se panyina otena fie ma mmofrawe nankan yebu nankanwefo a oyeden oka ho bi eno ema Martin Amidu eba abontin ebeka sembebre o resign de can resign na o resign ye no na ochirom se corruption no de adokro aban no MPP aban no corruption adokro omu yie pa ene aban mu mpanifo no corruption aden adokro omu na nioma ekoso no enye nioma keto a enam so ema obeka se Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo a ono ese onpe corruption na ote saaseye no se emehwe na omo ye corruption nyina emechichi omo enwum anase emechichi omo na prosecute omo no ono mom the mother of the serpent nature say otwease na nkasa no corruption na nkasa maame no anase corruption na nkasa no ono ene Ghana mampanyi na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo a ono a se twa no ho asan ate special prosecutor say wona oye corrupt no aban no anase ashe no enchichi omo no asemwe na onunyamfo Martin Amidu enso so editu bia na ochirom se Nana Akufo-Addo corruption adokro no minua enye corruption ketewa enam so ema obeka se Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo eye the mother serpent of corruption nature say oyi corruption no ankasa si ho a omu nyina no omu maame ene Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo obebusa se na opanyina wonpe corruption de eye den na opanyina wonpe corruption a watimetu aseye si wo se omuntu corruption ase na eden na wo ankasa waje aginam na corruption no na odi edware ochiro mu se enipa bi di adwumadi na hye ne nsa enipa na ehwan Ghana mampanyi na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo odi adwuma na hye ne nsa se onye na emom wasa sonumu se omma no enye adwuma ni nyina ne se obeso ochire se obi ya corrupt na se okodi na chi a na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo say we dey menko ho we dey menko ho we dey menko ho wasa odi adwuma ma no wasa stable no e won back that means say wasa sonumu agina ho ompese obeye na adwuma na odi ahye ne nsa no mumenkotie asem a okaye ebra na o resign ye na odi ensem etudwa no Martin Amidu mumenkotie no
I cannot live in harmony with criminals. That I won't lie. I won't lie. But decent, respectable people who will not ask you to do this and then stab you in the back. Those are traitors. I can't live with them. But decent people, I will live with them. Criminals, I can't.
Now, okasewi no chiro say open corruption party a MPP amanyoko no corruption dokro mo den no obi beka say Martin Amidu no se bi president on pay MPP asem say no ye NDC ni na oba MPP ti NDC moja no eda so ewo no sa na obi beka ono na sem a odo eden ode tu dwan no na oka nsem nyina wie no resign ye fi se mpani se panyina otafi ma mofrawe na kan yebu na kanwefo a oka ho bi ne senti on pese da chinchima ebebua no aka corruption for no hunti no o resign ye no na odesa nsem no enyina atudwa na de ama asem no asaye deja na nsen ono efiri ho no na adodanko akufuado ose on pe corruption no na asya uyisi ho se prosecute wo mo ye corrupt special prosecutor no onyai ema no na ho pan enti osa eyi kisi agyabeng panikese o lawyer ni wom nyina lawyer o lawyers emra asem to mu omebo mu nyina no edin no nyina no lawyers akese onmunyamfo kisi agyabeng na nada nkwa kufuado esa eyi no se omra mehwe na special prosecutor asye no office of the special prosecutor no enkoso na bibia so yede enye kama enfama oman no fi se corruption esi adokro oman no ehu pa na onmunyamfo anase lawyer kisi agyabeng be fa tumi no ya na oye adwuma kakra ase wonhye da hu adwuma bi oye because wonchi obia nti na ase papa ye create adwuma ma no na wodidi ana de na oye na nipa bebre den ebisa anche na madam Cecilia Dapa ana oye minister environmental oye minister na enkrofo bi ko wiea ne dem sika ne sika di American dollar no bebrebe ne nkrofo omosom honom say mami ewiase aye din na watimi sika kesi wi ahye wo mpaase na nkwala na omosom no so wade awia na asem no beye deja no na minister no resign ifiri on na special prosecutor onmunyamfo kisi agyabeng efrem maame na say odin of course okọ maame no fie ko investigation say obehwehwe asem no mu oguso ohwehwe mu na court no ebeka say onyai na enye n'adwuma say oyesa adwuma eno enam so ema ode adwuma na yede eto ho na sa asem na court no eka kire no afoa honorable anase onmunyamfo Martin Amidu asem a oka say enipa no de adwuma ama ne so ma na nya adwuma no afoa so o say na adwuma say odi asem na chi nanso court no ka kire no say enye na adwuma no mumientie ebra na onmunyamfo anase mranimni kisi agyabeng de asem tudwa no chim say enyoma ekoso wo mamu ha time na ne nsagu na chi omoma no enye na adwuma no mumienkwohwe asem a na oka no mumienkwohwe.
Meanwhile, we know that in our law, no one has the right not to be arrested. No one. You cannot say, I'm granting a person a right not to be arrested. So, when we receive judicial decisions like that, it beggars belief to us that we will be prevented in arresting a person who we believe to be a fugitive from justice. What if we were not investigating corruption? What if the person was a suspected murderer, as I said, or a suspected armed robber? The person will be running around in the streets with an injunction on law enforcement agencies not to arrest him. This is not a breach of the law by the OSP. This is dismissiveness of its work. A judge is seeking to prohibit investigations. It's unheard of. You may disagree with us with the outcome of our investigation. That is a debate of the law. We're all lawyers. You got elevated to the bench because you're a lawyer. Law is not an exact science, so 1 + 1 is not necessarily 2 in the law. Depends on what you can establish. But then again, no one has the right in Ghana not to be investigated. And the statutory power to investigate for corruption and corruption-related offenses is that of the OSP. So if a judge seeks to injunct or prohibit an investigation, the judge is arrogating the power of the OSP to himself. You get it? By deciding who should be investigated and who should not be investigated. But it is not the duty of the court to do that. Wait, let us bring before you the body of our investigation as evidence. And if you look at it and you decide that the evidence does not show up to the standard of proof required in criminal cases, then you can dismiss it. But don't prevent us from doing our work, from investigating. It is dangerous. As I said, I wasn't sounding as a prophet of doom, but there is doom looming ahead of us. That very soon, a murderer will boldly walk to court to seek an injunction. Should I feel frustrated and resign? I took an oath when I was sworn in. And in my life, when I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability. I ought to say what you. Those who do not understand tree, please forgive me. They say I'm a unkwanoma. Me de me cry about for it. Me hear the me to me.
Special Prosecutor Kissii Agyebeng kyerɛ sɛ court no emma no nyɛ n'adwuma. Adwuma na ɔmampani de na betena hɔ sɛ wɔnyɛ no. Court ensan emma no nyɛ. Na kyerɛ sɛ onimu ɔmo yɛ corrupt no. Enso ɔmo ka kyerɛ sɛ asomasi de memfa nsanka no. Ɔbɛnti de memfa nsanka no. Asomasi de memfa nsanka no. Fi sɛ ɔmo nim sɛ ɔmo yɛ sɛ ɔ prosecute ɔmo a ɔmo mpanifoɔ na ɛna yɛ sɛ adwuma. Ɛde animguaseɛ ɛbɛbrɛ mpanifoɔ no ebi kura sɛ de osi kyerɛ mu anansɛ sɛ de mranim ni matena Amidu ɛso kyerɛ na sɛ ɔmampani akufo ado sɛ ɔmo kwan mo mayɛ ɔmo adwuma sɛ de ɔmo kyerɛ no na kyɛ sɛ ɔno kura no corruption no ebi bɔn no ɔman yɛ kɔɛ anase ɛbae mranim ni Kissii Agyebeng a ɔyɛ paninkɛse a ɔno ɛna da special prosecutor na no kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ kakra no obi betime di bɔne na wasa akɔgye tumi krataa wɔ court na wasa de prevent obi a sɛ menye hwehwɛmu ɛwɔ bɔne na medi no menye hwehwɛmu ɛwɔ bɔne na medi no na ɔnam ebeduru baabi saa na ɔman no bɛyɛ de ɛbɛyɛ efi sɛ wo a ɛbɛyi wasi wɔ sɛ yɛ adwuma no Womu yi wo se beye adwuma no omo a na ese di saa bone no so they will never allow you to operate peacefully because you will expose them big time. They are not going to allow you. They will never allow you to do your work because they know that they are the same people who are doing those things. They will just appoint you to the office and give you the title, they will be paying you, they will give you your salary, your allowances, everything that you're supposed to get as a special prosecutor, you will be given. But they are not going to allow you to operate freely, never, because you will catch them misbehaving. You will catch them doing corruption or being involved in the corruption. So they will never allow you to operate freely. No. They are not going to allow you to operate freely because you will get them. You will get to know that those people who are preaching that corruption is bad, they are the same people who are executing the corruption. This is the country we live in. This is the country that we live in. When Martin Amidu said all these things about the country or the leaders, especially Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana, people will say that, oh, this man belongs to NDC, this man belongs to this political party. That is why he doesn't like the government or he doesn't like the president. But don't forget, it's the president who appointed him. It's the president who appointed him. So, if you really know that they appointed you to come and do something at the office of the special prosecutor, and then you will find out that these are the same people, they are not allowing you to do your work as expected, kindly resign and let the public know what is actually going on in that office. Because if you don't do, people will say that you went there because of what you eat, what you chop. When you got there, you realize that things are getting out of hand or things are very bad. instead of you to tell the public that this man appointed me to be the special prosecutor, but the same man is holding me down, preventing me from executing my job as a special prosecutor. So if you don't resign, resign and let the public know that this is what is actually going on, so that they will say that indeed you are honest man, because your time that you spent there and what you saw, you came out to expose those people who are involving themselves in the corruption. This is the country we live in. On minor item and minor and oh my God. And someone Kissy Agyebeng abroso nyensem ketwa. Che say onya obeye adwuma no nanso ensa bi ensa no no hwan ensa no Martin Amidu so enana kufuado oye the corruption nyina kakraka nana kufuado. Up there Kissy Agyebeng so kan che say ensa bi aso no mu na court no kra oye so oye sia na court na oda no stop enye wadwuma stop na ne adwuma ne sen Temo mane nye na dwuma mesrɛ mo eyo man ni sika na editi omoka editua ono enye ono ko o omo pra na office omo electricians omo na office omo fix the car just a fool ani bibia maintain the office of the special prosecutor no enye sika ketwa mo hwɛ na se ehun hia mungu asɛ no na mo fisika no enye ade a be benefit Ghana nyina chance you people have given him the opportunity to work masa holding no on the back masa chinejina odindindin mo ma na nya adwuma. Are you fighting corruption, or you have just embraced the corruption? We can never use this to build the country. No, we can't use this to build the country. Whoever is behind it should stop or close the office of the special prosecutor, so that the country, we can use those monies that we use in repairing vehicles, in paying the allowances and their salaries. We can direct that money to other sectors and it will benefit the whole country. This a little thing I have to say. Corruption. Adokure omai no. Broni bi e kan sembi video we see a mo be hwa to us. Broni bi o kan sembi mo me hwe na e ba mo me hwe broni na sema o kan no na e be hu ni se omai mu ha corruption no de chese opese ohun obi a yise otu ase opese ohun obi a yise otu ase opese ohun obi a yise otu ase chese football corruption. Now say former under 20 player Ransford Osei Frederick Achampong eka chance on for $20,000 mra na 2010 World Cup na icon South Africa no omo de ne beko okutu $20,000 ni wie no omo say want to akesenti obi aba ye do obi ahye we ye di piaka bodo me hwe bro no video oka efa corruption na nipa no say so person hu akufu ado a first ka say bra na mdo beko me hwe.
I recounted my own visit to Flagstaff House on December 26, 2017, in which the president's nephew or cousin, Asante, who is one of 2 deputy chiefs of staff, solicited a $20,000 bribe in order to either gain access to the president or for further favorable action on the appeal which I was delivering on behalf of the company, which was a guarantee for a loan by the Exim Bank of Ghana for a 1 district, 1 factory loan from a Ghanaian bank. The companies that I work with are Yendi's nominee under 1 district, 1 factory. The circumstances of this solicitation of a bribe were that the first chairman of the New Patriotic Party in the northern region, Alhaji Sunday, had taken me to Flagstaff House, and he had prepared me by having the same conversation about 3 or 4 times, informing me basically what would happen, that we would probably meet with Asante, we wouldn't meet with the president himself, and that Asante had the power even to override the president's favor if he indicated, and we did meet with the president, that he was willing to support our getting this bank loan guarantee from the Ghana Exim Bank. Alhaji Sunday made it clear that Asante's word was final. When I met with him briefly, he demanded to know what we wanted right away, which I appreciated his directness. And then as we were leaving the office where we had met, Asante First Vice Chairman Alhaji Sunday of the NPP in the Northern Region and myself, the other two went off on their own for a few minutes, and then Alhaji Sunday returned with a note for us to go to the Ministry of Trade and Industry, and the note said that that ministry should hear what we had to say and then respond to him, Asante, before further action. And Alhaji Sunday then conveyed to me the demand for the $20,000. I had already told him we would not pay any bribe, and as a result of this, I'm sure the Ministry for Trade reported back to Asante that result, and there was no further action on our plea for a bank guarantee loan.